Hi there, this is Penelope, and this is the 5th video in a series of short videos covering the test questions from Test 1, Trimester 2, 2021 of DE4102. So this is question 5. Question 5, fairly typical question. You've got various graphs to identify. So let's look at question A for a start. Now question A is the blue one. And it's a parabola. That's the first thing to note. It's a parabola, so it's going to be an x squared somewhere in it. Now you need to look for the intercepts. In particular, you look for the x-intercepts. There's one at 0 and there's one at 2. Now, these are going to translate into brackets. So y is going to equal, now we don't know, there might be some number in there. Let's just call it a. And x minus 0 will be one bracket and x minus 2 is another bracket. Now, x minus 0 doesn't make any sense, so we may as well use just x. And we've got that far. Now we know that there's a point on that graph 1, -4, so that is going to satisfy the equation. So that means we're going to put in -4 equals a times 1 times 1 minus 2, and that gives us that, just simple algebra gives us that a equals 4. That means then that our graph is y equals 4 times x, I don't even need to put x in the brackets, times x minus 2. And you can write it like that, or you could have written it as 4x squared minus 8x. So either of these is fine. The second curve is a line. Remember, a curve can be a line. So the second one, it goes through 0 in fact, and it tells you that it goes through the turning point of f of x, and the turning point of fx was that same point. So 1, positive 1 and -4. Okay, that should be enough for you to just be able to read straight off then that y equals -4x. Otherwise, if it doesn't, you can use the formula and find out that y equals -4x. The third one, though, needs a bit more work. It is now it tells you that it's a cubic. So several of you thought it was a sine curve. It's not. They tell you, the question tells you that it is a cubic. It tells you that it's got ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, or some of those. It'll at least have the x cubed. Okay, so looking again at the intercepts. So we know it's going through 0, so one of the brackets is going to be x minus 0, which we can just write as x. The next point it goes through is x equals 1, so the corresponding bracket will be x minus 1, and the next point goes through 2, so the corresponding bracket will be x minus 2. And again, there may be some number out the front, so we'll just call it a. We're told that it passes through, what does it pass through? 1.6 and 1.92. And when we sub those in, to what we've started, then we can get that a equals -5. All right, putting all that together, we can write it either as y equals -5x times x minus 1 times x minus 2, or we could multiply it out and we get that y equals -5x cubed plus 15x squared minus 10x. So again, either of those ways of writing it is going to be perfectly fine and get you all the marks. So you look for the shape, look for the intercepts, and then use that information along with the shape to figure out the equations. Okay, thanks for watching.